Hey guys, good morning. It is Wednesday, March 25th, and let's look at what we're going to talk about today. All right, so first we're going to do our journal and our check-in, and then we're going to look at day 3 in our packet, and then we're going to look at what's available in Google Classroom today. All right, so let me grab my journal. So looking at yesterday, in the morning, I was feeling a 4 because I'm going to see my friends today using the internet. And I did. We used a program called Zoom, and we were able to all talk to each other at the same time. So we're practicing that to see if maybe that's a way that we can have class together. So I'm still practicing, I'm still looking at it, and we'll see if it's something that you guys might want to do so that we can still kind of have class and actually talk to each other. You don't just listen to me, I can listen to you too. So hopefully that'll work out. And then the rest of the day, I worked on making read aloud videos for my students. It was fun to do. I like reading, I like making videos, so it's kind of a fun job for me. All right, let's look at today's check-in. Today says, I feel like a 4 because I am going to read some new books today. I told you I love to read. I got some new books. I'm going to read them and see which ones would make good read alouds for you guys. So that makes me very happy. All right, let's look at our checklist. Journal and check-in, check. And now let's look at day 3 in our packets. So yesterday we cut out our base 10 blocks, our paper ones, and I actually got lucky and I did not have to use a Ziploc bag. I found an envelope for mine, and I just spilled my one. So a Ziploc bag would probably be better because then when it goes upside down, you wouldn't spill your ones blocks everywhere. See, so they're really little, and I'm gonna try to pick those up. Okay, I think I got them all. I'm gonna put them back in the envelope, but I think I'm gonna switch to like a sandwich bag, like a little plastic zippy bag, because if this envelope tips over, they are falling out, and I don't like that. But I do have my base 10 blocks from yesterday out, and let's see what we're doing today. All right, so day 3, reading. Read for 15 minutes. Use a book of your own or a foldable book from the end of this packet. And you can also look at our read alouds in our Google Classroom. Oregon Trail. So we read that yesterday. It says reread. That means read it again. The diary entries with your child. Have your child point out facts and details that show the diary entries are from long ago. So how can you tell that this was written a long time ago? There should be clues in there to tell you. And in case you forgot what that looks like, it's this right here. So go ahead and read that. All right, writing today says write a diary entry to tell about your day today. And they gave us a final draft paper to write that on. So you're gonna write the date, 3/25/20. Dear diary, today I blank. I also did blank. Later I did this. It would be really cool if blank. Yours truly. Write your name there. So you get to write about whatever you want, well, about what you did today. So, but you can choose what parts of the day you want to write about. Remember to use those capitals and periods at the end of your sentence, and do your best with spelling. It's okay if you don't know how to spell every word. You can sound the word out and figure out what sounds are coming out of, come to the words and write that down. And sometimes if you look at other pieces of reading, you can find some free spelling words there too. All right. Then we have short vowels, and we have these words here. We have wet, jump, this, box, him, stand, chest, flag, run, and stop. So it says write the spelling word for each clue. So let's see. It starts like red and ends like fun. I'm a little confused. It starts like red and ends like fun. Oh, un, run. So the words run. I'm going to write that one down. You should too. This was a free answer. All right. So it starts like red and ends with fun. Run, run. And then I think we could probably cross that off. So you have these words less. Let's look at the next ones. Number 2 says it starts like jet and ends like bump. So jet, bump, ump. Is there a word up here that starts with j and ends with ump? What do you think? Write it down. Number 3 says it starts like ham and ends in dim. So starts like ham, so and ends in dim, im. Do we have a word that sounds like that? All right. It starts like bed and ends like fox, ox. Do we have a word like that? It starts like win and ends like pet. So we have w and et. Okay, I think we can figure that out. And then write a spelling word to complete each sentence. I like blank book. Okay. I blank and read aloud in class. We raise the blank to the top of the pole. So that's part of your grammar time today. And let's see, so we talked about reading. You're gonna read anything you want for 15 minutes. It'd be better if you did it for 20 minutes, but the directions say 15. If you do 20, that's even better for your brains. Like science has shown that if you read 20 minutes a day, you are going to become a better reader and a better student and a smarter person. But if you only read 15 minutes, those are the directions. I won't be mad about that, and you shouldn't be either. So 20 would be better, but 15 is what they're asking, so we follow directions, all right? And then in writing, you are going to write your diary entry and do this like spelling grammar page. And then for math, it says, start with day 3 math task, Jamar's jar. Continue with day 3 math activities. End with day 3 math fluency where student is encouraged to solve a problem using multiple strategies. All right, so let's take a look at our math task. It looks like it has money, which is pretty cool because our number rock video this week, or last week, was the one about coins. And we also sang our money song with the ukulele last week. So I'm excited. All right, so it says, Jamir has collected some pennies in a jar. Recently, he added coins other than pennies to his jar. Jamir reached his hand in the jar and pulled out this combination. So he pulled out these coins. And there's like 3 parts to this. It says, Jamir wants to count the total value of these coins. What coin do you suggest that he starts with? Why would Jamir want to start counting with this coin? And to help you out, I gave you a sentence frame. Jamir would start with the blank because blank. So would he start with the pennies? Would he start with the quarter? Would he start with the nickel? Write that down, but you have to explain why too. And then the next part says, what is the total value of these coins? Write a number sentence that represents the total value of the coins. So we're looking for something that says like blank plus, however you want to show us that. You just have to show us with a number sentence. And then the last part says, Jamir reached into the jar again and was surprised to pull out a different combination of coins with the same total as before. Draw a collection of coins that Jamir could have pulled from the jar. Write a number sentence that represents the total value of the coins. So the same amount, the same value, but it was different coins. Like, how is that possible? I don't know. I hope you can figure that one out, but you can draw it out. You can get another paper and look at other options and write your answer here. And then our math for today, it looks like we're doing some of the same stuff, except we're regrouping. So, and we're pretty good at adding with regrouping. So I'm pretty excited for you guys. This shouldn't take you very long. It shows us each step. So if we're finding 17 plus 5, first you add the ones. And it shows us here with like base 10 blocks. Step 2, regroup if needed. Remember, if you need to carry the 1, if you put that 10 over there, that's totally fine. And then add the 10s. So you can do it on this paper, but if it would help you, you can totally bust out your base 10 blocks like what we did when we learned how to do this. And you can start using those to help you solve your problems. Like, that's what's cool about keeping them in like a Ziploc baggie or an envelope if you don't let it spill out like I did. All right, and then there's even more for you to work on. And then the last task, and this was on yesterday's too. I accidentally skipped it. I'm sorry about that. But it says 37 plus 14. So you're going to use any strategy to solve it, whatever you want. Then it says use models or visuals, so you can draw base 10 blocks or pictures, whatever works. Write a story about it, right? Mrs. Thompson is 37 years old. She met somebody who is 14 years old. What is their ages altogether? I don't know. I would not use that story. It wasn't very good. You should probably think about it a little more before you write it. And then how do you know your answer is correct? Explain in words. I know that this is the answer because, all right. So that is what's going on in our packet. So let me organize my papers up a little bit. Let's take a look at our list. Day 3, check. All right, now let's take a look at Google Classroom. So in Google Classroom today, our activity is pretty simple. It's a sentence frame, and it says the date, 3/25/20, and write this sentence with your opinion in a comment below. I'll put my opinion there too. And the sentence says, my favorite reading buddy is blank because blank. Now, we don't have our reading buddies because we haven't been doing group points, but we remember them, right? So I'm going to put my favorite, Favorite. And if I don't know how to spell the word, guess what? It's right there for me. So I'm going to use that to help me spell favorite. Reading buddy is Mickey. And I gave him a capital M because it's his name, because he is comfy to hold and can read the books with me. All right, so for some of you guys, it might be Dumbo. Some of you guys, I might be the Gruffalo. It just depends. We have a lot of different reading buddies in our class, so you decide which one you like, and then you're going to click on the little paper airplane and post, and I should see your comments down here. So that's our activity for today in Google Classroom. Pretty simple, but it's a really good one. I'm excited to see your answers, so I really hope you answer it. One thing that you didn't see in Google Classroom just now was our read aloud for today. I promise that'll be there by the time you look at it. I just haven't posted that yet. So that is what's going on today. Let's check that off our list. Boom. So we did our whole list today. And I really hope you guys are having a good week. If you want to ask me any questions, you can leave comments either on this video, you can leave comments in the Google Classroom like where I showed you, or your parents can contact me through Class Dojo. We have about 8 of our classmates that have not logged into Class Dojo. So if you happen to live in the same apartments or you see any of them like walking by 6 feet apart for your social distance, you could be like, hey, did you see Mrs. Thompson stuff in Class Dojo? Maybe I can help get them connected. So if you have some of our classmates that are close to you, you can ask them about that, but definitely, keep social distancing. We need to stay safe. We need to stay 6 feet apart. All right, guys, stay gritty. Have a great Wednesday.